All right, are you guys ready? Travis Ginger of Minnesota, here you go. What do we got? 2471, 2471.
After another cross-country haul, the current giant pumpkin world record holder fell short of his 2,749-pound feat from 2023, but still managed to top the scales again at the annual Half Moon Bay, California World Championship Pumpkin Weigh-Off. It's a meticulous feat. He's achieved 4 of the past 5 years, competing with mostly West Coast growers.
I'm using a lot of biologicals, mycorrhiza, bacillus blends when I'm burying these vines in a special blend of potting soil, and then the roots just scream out the side.
Often referred to as the Super Bowl of giant pumpkins,
He's going to get a check for $22,000.
Half Moon Bay touts big prize money. $9 per pound for first place and up to $30,000 for setting a new world record. Travis Ginger might have a NASCAR look, decked out with logos from companies that sponsor his journeys, but no one grows as a full-time job. So what is the driver?
You're not going into it thinking, hey, I'm going to make a profit or something like that. But if you do, that's a bonus, right? It's really for the camaraderie of the community of growers. Everybody shares the secrets and shares the growing tips and shares seeds.
Trading seeds is important, and we always prepare to invite new growers. It's like me, you know, we always carry them and then just hand them out.
Decades ago, in Mexico, University of Michigan archaeologists unearthed the earliest known proof of Western agriculture, pumpkin-related squash seeds. When Christopher Columbus arrived, they were a common indigenous crop with several varieties native to the Americas. Shipping them all back to Europe resulted in various cultural connotations, and larger tropical and subtropical specimens began to realize further potential when unleashed in northern soils. But it was William Warnock of Goderich, Ontario, Canada, who kicked the door wide open, growing World's Fair records in 1893 and 1900. Long before the Gateway Arch graced the city's skyline, lightning struck a third time as Warnock notched his final world record in St. Louis.
This is an exhibit that explores the history of the 1904 World's Fair. It's one of the largest events in St. Louis's history. Over 19 million people came to St. Louis to visit the World's Fair and to see people and products and ideas from all over the world.
Missouri public historian Adam Kloppe says Warnock's crowd-pleasing 403-pound mammoth squash, or giant pumpkin, was a record that held for over 70 years.
After the fair, it was bought by the Rennie Seed Company of Toronto for $10, and then they sold the seeds for 25 cents under the name Goderich Giant.
Though Pennsylvanian Bob Ford grew a 451-pounder in 1976, it was another Canadian, Howard Dill of Windsor, Nova Scotia, who broke the dam for the modern era. Dill's father had given Goderich Giant seeds a whirl and passed the torch to Howard. After logging 459 and 493.5-pound world records in 1980 and 81, respectively, Howard patented his selectively bred Dill's Atlantic Giants, the genetic basis for all world record giant pumpkins today.
You never know who's out there. It's going to come up big, and with the seeds, there's no limit to what the potential of these things may grow to. And if somebody has a little bit of luck and a good growing season, who's to know?
Growers jumped on the bandwagon, associations formed, and standards were drawn up to coordinate Columbus Day weigh-offs at sites in the U.S., U.K., and Canada.
Howard was a really nice fella. He would always take the time to talk to you. And I know he was a busy man because everybody, he told me once, everybody was constantly reaching out to him. The phone never quit ringing.
Infighting gave birth to a new standard bearer, the Great Pumpkin Commonwealth, or GPC. Anamosa, Iowa's Memorial Ryan Norland Weigh-Off, named in honor of co-founder Tom Norland's nephew and helper, was one of the early sanctioned sites.
We were always told that we were probably not going to be able to grow as large a pumpkins as they were growing in southern Canada, New England, Minnesota, you know. But that has proved really not to be the case.
Norland has since stepped aside, but his brother Greg and family have continued to build and honor their son Ryan's memory.
This is one of the original 4 sites. I mean, winning Anamosa, that's like top notch right there.
The pumpkin master, his knuckles are white on the wheel.
Sanctioned sites, grower methods, and plant genetics have grown exponentially since the 1980s.
The official weight, 1,933.5 pounds.
World records have been broken almost 30 times.
This is all just witchcraft anyway, but there's a little bit of vibration here, but more so, yeah. It's gonna weigh more than it estimates.
Iowan and GPC Hall of Famer Don Young, who fell short of an official 2007 world record by just 27 pounds, says he was the first Midwesterner crazy enough to venture out and win Half Moon Bay. That 2009 milestone was a calculation based in part around the kind of bluffing and misdirection some growers are known for.
It's chess.
On Young's heels, Pete Kaspers holds Iowa's state record, 2,424 pounds. He regularly captures top spots at regional weigh-offs, which promote unique festivities and help boost local economies.
Oh my goodness!
Don Young, he was Mr. Iowa that we had before Don Young. It was Bob Ruff from Garnavillo, Iowa. I mean, they're both in books, and it's like it's kind of my turn, I think.
As Kaspers claws his way up the food chain, Half Moon Bay is on his bucket list. Database technology may have made simultaneous same-day worldwide weigh-offs go by the wayside, but the prestige remains.
And when the work's all through, you'll have a pumpkin that you grew.
What's the giant pumpkin equivalent of I'm going to Disneyland?
Yeah, this is the giant pumpkin of going to Disneyland.
Ride a night and day out to Half Moon Bay for a memory or two.
For Market to Market, I'm Josh Bittner.
One of my chores, working outdoors, set me free, the land and the